Hello, here I am again with my sidekick. She's wanting to go out, so I hope that is being good. I'm using my notes today because I want to talk about the news I heard last week. There's just certain things that are going on globally. Of course, we have the global shocks of inflation, the tariffs, prices, and that. But I hear that Trump is meeting in Alaska with Putin. It's about tariffs and the war and lifting sanctions. Then Trump's going to be talking to India, basically to tell them you need to make a choice. Are you going to be with the West or the East on these countries? Because if they go with the East, it's Brinks, and with the West, it is U.S. currency. You can't have it both ways. You can't use both systems, I guess. And see, they have a problem with China, but they don't have a problem with Russia. But, we're the police of the globe, so we have to stick our nose in everything, right? So, and then we have Israel and Gaza, and I believe everyone knows about the Abraham Accords, and it was broke October 7th, 2023, and a war broke out. It was a very short peace. And now they're going to have the Abraham Alliance, and Israel's going to have control of Gaza. We'll see for how long. That's just how it come out. And crypto coins is going to be protected along with digital money under Trump's Genius Bill. It's geopolitical event, basically. I don't need to say what that involves in the future. I think most of you know about the mark of the beast. So we'll keep on the subject now of going to talk about the UN, because they want the future censorship, the tyranny of the global governance. They want to indoctrinate our children and more, and I gotta say my grandchildren started experiencing things at school, and anyone 35 years and under will know what I'm talking about, because if they attend a college and down, because there were certain things like stay home, stay alive. I think they started with that one. Then it was build back better. Okay. And I first heard that from King Charles III. I think it was Prince Charles at the time, actually. And now there is see something, say something. Okay. And basically, it's a lot of reporting on other people if they're doing wrong, or to tell them they're doing wrong because they're breaking one of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. That's the indoctrination that they're experiencing in their schooling. And the UN voted this in under 5 minutes. So they've been aware of it, and they see it as it will solidify society in the long run. Not 193 approved, 7 disapproved. North Korea, Russia, Nicaragua, Sudan, Syria, Belarus, and Iran. They don't want nothing to do with it. But that's their chokehold on society that they have planned, using our children against us and our grandchildren against us. And they voted for a global tax. to begin September 5th, 2028. Interesting timing, because they need time to put it in there, because they need to get the biometric ID, which will be on your forehead or your right hand, so you can buy and sell. And the timing, because we now have a new intimidating possibility from November 2025 to August 2028. Interesting dates of an epidemic. And I'm going to tell you right now, I call it SPARS. It's a strep throat, it's pneumonia together. And pneumonia can damage your bronchial tubes, and strep throat can damage your heart. You need antibiotics for these two things to make complete healing. You need garlic, you need mouthwash, you need your vitamins, you need electrolytes in your water. You need to start building up your body and your immunity. NAC is a good one to be taken as a supplement to prevent you catching even the common cold. Okay, germs are bad. Clean up your environment. And I'm talking the one you live in your house. Watch what type of foods you're buying. Wash them real good. Bring the product in, wash it. Like your gallon of milk, wash it off. I'm telling you, you don't know who's handled what. Okay, keep your hands washed, cough into your elbows. It is not going to be fun, because you're talking 3 years there. And if it's going to take them that long, I bet they start with our children. They'll say they can't go to school unless they have that biometric ID. Don't know, just saying, guessing here, okay. I don't know if any of you know what the Deagle report is, Deagle, and it's puzzling me, because at the end of 2024 we had 340 million people. That was our population, and even if you deduct those that we deportated, it doesn't add up to what they're saying our population is going to be for the end of 2025. And they're saying 99 million. That's a lot of people gone for some reason. And maybe it has something to do with this projected epidemic. I don't know. I think Deagle report has projected something here. A little But I'm calling it the SPARS. Please do not get this. Okay. They even know the name of three different types. And no. The Deagle report don't convince you of that, I don't know what would. And someone called me wanting to know more about these restrictions, with SDGs, the 17 don't you do it our way things. There is going to be a reduction in the meat and dairy that you can buy. That's why I suggest it, buy protein foods. Stock up on them. There is, you'll be allowed one flight every 3 years. Okay. You will pay per mile a year tax on the vehicle. Anything over 1,000 miles. You will have 25-day passes per year to leave your town, your city. And, well, the clothing. That was why, the call was about that. Are you serious? 3 outfits a year? I'm like, yeah, that's what it says. That's why I read, so I can do a short version for y'all. So, um, and the part of having a vehicle outside the city limits, because you're not going to be driving in the cities. You're going to be walking or bicycling. And the one city that I visited, they had trolleys you could ride to get where you wanted to get. Electric trolleys. Okay? So it's all in the making, and we have to live with these decisions that these politicians that make for us, and there's nothing we can do because every time they make us a promise, they're lying to us. Yet they want us to be transparent and honest, and they got to watch us. We should be watching them closer, right? Think about that today. I love you. Have a great day. Bye.